Let's go find it. Pretty rugged up there. We're going to take a right here. And we'll see what we find. Nice looking canyon. This is looking behind us. I turned the T-dub around and parked it. We're by a spring. And we got a little water trough there. Looks like there have been some cattle that have been using it. So we're gonna walk, probably got a mile or two to go up to the mine. And it's climbing pretty good. The road's still fine though, but we're just gonna get out and walk a little bit, get a little exercise. So here we go, walking down the road. Definitely some recent activity in here as far as surveying and assaying and drilling and all that stuff. No evidence of track ever being in here that I can see. A short side drift. Huh. Yeah, he went that way. He hit me right in the head.
Did he really?
Yeah. I don't know if he went out or not.
He's heading that direction anyway.
Well, that was kind of a non-event.
Yeah.
Except for the bat hit me in the head. It's hard not to flinch when a bat hits you in the head. Well, we've decided that this isn't the actual Pine Tree Mine, it's just a prospect, so we're gonna hike on up the road a little ways and see if we can find the real Pine Tree Mine. This looks like it will be the real Pine Tree Mine. I believe it's a copper mine, that's what the sign back there said, Pine Tree Copper. These racks are all for the core drillings. Fairly large, something over here. It looks like it might be closed. This one is not. This might just be a little holding thing for the samples though. Let's go see if it's open or unlocked before we get too excited. Doesn't appear to be locked. Quite a few boxes of explosives. This whole sample rack here, drilling sample rack here, is partially being used. And there's a shed or shack over here. Let's go take a look at that. Boy, they got samples galore around here. As I said earlier, I guess they drilled and sampled around here for several years, 4 years, somebody said. And now they're looking at the samples and deciding what to do. Here's the view from atop the waste rock pile. Looks like it goes that way a ways, and there's a road that goes up. I think there are some more prospects up higher. This one has got a couple of tiers to it. And it comes back around this way. Looks like there were some tracks coming out of this at one point. Well, let's go in the one that does not say unsafe. Okay, let's go inside the Pine Tree Mine. Okay, tons of samples here, literally. Bag after bag. Right in the entrance to this mine. Looks like this was big enough to have driven a vehicle in at one point. Look at the samples. All kinds of stuff. So those are all just powdery materials in those little bags, as opposed to chunks of rock. Do you remember what year this operated, Julie?
No.
It smells like dynamite. I don't see any laying around. It looks like this is already the end of it. Well, they weren't driving vehicles in here. It only goes back about 200 feet. That's strange, isn't it? Definitely a lot of boxes of explosives. But I think they're all empty of explosives at this point and full of material like samples of something or other. And then the rats are using them for their nesting stuff too. So let's go on carefully down here. There are a lot of bags of samples and boxes and core drilling boxes. Let's just go see what we find. There's a strong smell of explosives. Although I don't see any laying around. There's a wire going in there for like a telephone maybe, communications. Some ribbon. Some hanging wedges for hanging their vent lines and whatever else they wanted to hang. Now it looks like you're into the vein of something here. Definitely changes. Yeah, that must be the copper vein. There are some cross-tie looking things. Yeah, so there must have been a track in here. Big spacious adit. Here's some green up on the back of the mine here. Kind of a turquoise color. Maybe it's a turquoise mine. Kind of kidding. This looks pretty mineral-y in here. Doesn't it? Look at this stuff.
Yeah.
Taste that, Julie.
Thank you.
See what it is.
That's gross.
Maybe it's delicious. Boy, a lot of minerals in here. Look at that. Beautiful. Very colorful. Let me turn this light down once. See if the minerals come out a little better. Over here too, just very interesting mineral looking. It looks like it goes a little further. All the smell of explosives again. It's a distinct aroma when you do smell it. Look at this stuff. Looks like a fairly sizable collapse up here. Not impassable by any means. You okay back there? This has kind of just come off the wall, it looks like. That. Of course. He'll be back. It looks like, Julie, shine your straight light back there, will you?
Pardon?
Shine your straight light back. That's going to be the end of it back here. Let's just go a tad further. I don't want to disturb the little bat anymore we need to, but I just wanted to see what's going on here. There are a few buckets. I want to see what that one says. Well, that's the end of it. Ahead of me about 40 feet. The bat's back there. I'm not going to disturb him because he's a nice little guy and he didn't hit me in the head like the last one did. So that's it for this guy. A lot of minerals in here. Pretty interesting in my book. A little collapsy, but kind of cool to see the mineral veins. Okay, we're on our way out. Thought we'd take another gander at the minerals as they go by. See, they've done some recent stuff here. What does that have a date on it? It doesn't. Station 23. Yeah, there's a lot of this weird, this stuff. It's like a growth of some sort. And it's a stringy little crystal almost. Okay, Julie's leading the way on the way out. She lets me do the bat check and the animal check on the way in. Nice of her. All right, we'll see you at the portal. Okay, we're back at the portal. This is looking back at all the samples and explosive boxes. Okay, we're leaving the Pine Tree Mine. It was an okay explore. We saw some cool mineral veins. Smelled a lot of explosives, if you like that. But the weather's starting to cloud up. It's supposed to rain and get windy today. We're kind of up in the mountains. There's snow just ahead of us up there. I wouldn't be surprised if it even snows today, but probably not. But we're going to head back down because we don't want to get stuck in the rainstorm on our motorcycle. We're back to the spring and the old T-dub. Julie had to chase off a Texas Longhorn steer to get by the spring. She was going to go all bullfighter on me. I talked her down. The old bull finally backed off. He's right up the hill here somewhere. I don't see him. He's right up here somewhere. You scared him off, didn't you?
I don't know. Let's go before more come.
You scared him off, didn't you? So from where we parked at the spring here up to the Pine Tree Mine and back is about 2.85 miles. So a little under 3 miles. Mile and a half up there, a little less. Just creeping down the road. Let's go on this other side. And I'll keep it going. Here's your money shot. Kind of a cool little canyon. Pretty nice country out here. We are back to the RV park where we're staying in Mina, Nevada. The TW did great. We went about 17 miles. We went and saw the Pine Tree Mine. I believe it's a copper mine. It's a nice looking canyon. We hiked about almost 3 miles, a little under 3 miles. We parked at the spring. We wanted to get a little exercise, so we parked and walked a little bit. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Julie and I always appreciate you watching, and we will see you next time.